It was supposed to be a lovely one-week vacation in Bangkok, then maybe traveling on to see some other places, and then heading back to Bangkok, seeing my friend Fawn, just all around having a good time in in the place that I first called home when I moved to Thailand. It was supposed to be a nice vacation. But no, after 2 visits to the hospital within 1 week, it turned out to be less than ideal.
So yeah, my first week or my week here in Bangkok. What has happened was, and you might be able to tell since the rain finally stopped, about a week ago I developed an eye infection, or there was a red eye, pink eye, something on it. And I've been wearing contacts since I was 10 years old, so getting a scratch on the eye is not uncommon for me. I'm used to it. I carry around antibiotics and I'm fine with that. But after 2 days, it didn't heal. So I went to the local hospital in Patong, and they just looked at it and said, okay, you've got a bacterial infection and we'll give you some antibiotics. Take them for 7 days, you'll be fine. Right, okay, no problem. So I started taking the antibiotics and making my way up here to Bangkok, where I already have plans with Fawn, where we're gonna have another dinner, like we always do, some kind of Fawn date. But after I got up here, after 3 more days, the infection wasn't getting any better. It was actually getting worse. So the first night I was here, the first night I was here, I was thinking I was on the road to recovery, everything was gonna be fine. I'll go out and meet a friend, and this is what happened. And yeah, here we are. And I found her, yeah, in Bangkok, and yeah, I did. So even though she's been to Nana Plaza before, which is really an overrated, it's over everything, she's never been here. Yes. Oh my God! I've corrupted a Taiwan. But then immediately after this night, within 6 hours of that, I realized it was getting much worse. I actually had fever. The eye was starting to swell a bit, and I couldn't see. So I had to go a second time to the hospital, but now I'm in Bangkok, which is a completely different hospital, went to an international one. So after going into this hospital, which was completely different than Patong's hospital, they did a battery of tests on me to find out what's going on, and basically they wasn't sure either. So what they did was they just loaded me up with some of the strongest antibiotics you can get, and made appointments for me to come back to the eye doctor, and then I got to go back in 3 days to make sure it's clearing up. I can tell you now though, it is a lot better. The problem with all of this going on was I've had to postpone the date with Fawn because I wasn't feeling up to it. I just didn't feel like trying to go out and have a good time with a red eye. So luckily the rain has let up. I'm heading over to my favorite coffee shop, Holly's Coffee. What we can talk about, and I guess I should talk about this, was when I came to Bangkok, I found a room for 650 baht a night. That's about half price of what all the rooms go for over here. And I want to sit down and explain why it's half price. It's not that it's bad, but I always go on TripAdvisor because I travel so much. I go on TripAdvisor and I give these reviews, and I'm pretty fair about them. I'll say the positive side or the negative side. I really won't bash any hotel if I go in there, and sometimes it is nice for you guys to be able to go on TripAdvisor and see what to expect. So yeah, we'll talk about the room for right now, and then we'll figure out how to go back and see Fawn. I'm getting out of breath. If I had been born in Thailand, I swear, I'd be a tuk-tuk driver. That's just a cool job. You get to create your own cool ride too and pimp it out. All right, here we are. Aha. So this guy behind me in the green shirt, he's walking around going, yip, 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 yip. He's selling watches. He just makes that sound to get your attention. It's kind of annoying. So instead of interrupting everybody in the coffee shop with me running my big mouth, I wanted to come out here and just get a couple of points out of the way on my first day of feeling like making any kind of video. But let's go back to the room. The room. One reason this place is so inexpensive is it is not handicap accessible. Okay. And this is it. A nice little room with a really little TV, a safe, and a mirror, and all you need. And a rundown bathroom, but it's okay. Completely adequate for 650 baht a night. Yes. I didn't show the room in detail because it's an older room, and being that it's an older room, it is dated, and also it's a lower end room. I mean, it's a cheap room. It's 650 baht. So with 650 baht, you shouldn't expect, you know, a grand suites of any sorts anywhere, and I don't. There's no elevator in the building, so it is not handicap accessible by any means stretch of the way. The positive things that I will say about this place is the location. It is located on Soi 8 on Sukhumvit, which is right in between Nana and Asok. And I mean, it's just busy, busy, busy. You can go and see anywhere. You can get to your coffee shop, McDonald's, Burger King, and we'll go back into the Burger King and why I keep bringing Burger King up in another video. The BTS is right there. You're at the train station, BTS Nana. Inexpensive and convenient. Now, some of the downside is, I don't know why some hotels decide that doing complete tiling all through the building was a good idea when all you have is a long hallway and tiling and floors and no soundproofing at all. See what I mean? Mean. The second thing you would notice right off the bat when you get here is, I don't know who designed the doors here to become the loudest closing wooden doors in hotel history. I will give it, on TripAdvisor, I will give you that credit. It's the loudest closing doors in a hotel I have ever been in my entire life. Another upside is they actually have a mini bar in here, which is hit or miss in hotels around here. And believe it or not, when I checked before, I didn't ask this time, when I checked before, the prices of the beers that were in the mini fridge, there's 2 Heinekens and 2 Singas. If I remember right, they were very inexpensive. Well, I mean, like normal bar price, which would be about 80 or 90 baht per beer, which for a hotel room, that's pretty cheap, to be completely honest. There's also a bottle of whiskey in there if you want it, but no, Hong Kong. No. 2 bottles of water every day. Be careful if they set them outside your door. Someone may steal them, as I can attest to. And if you go back in later on at night, they've locked all the water up. So if you ask for a bottle of water, it's locked up. I was perturbed because I'd sat in my room all day and not done anything but lay in the bed. All I had been doing over here since I've been in Bangkok is laying in a hotel room. The bed is comfortable. The room is spacious. It has a mini fridge. The hot water in the bathroom works. All the amenities are there. It's functional, but it is loud. And right as of this moment, they're doing construction on the building next door, which is not the hotel's fault. It's not the most quiet room hotel that you can probably find, mainly because of the flooring and because of the doors. And when people come in at night or all times of the morning or leave in the morning, you're gonna hear it. I don't care what. Oh, the other thing that got me was I'm on an outside room now, which is one of the furthest rooms from the front door. And guess how the Wi-Fi works? When it works. No, I mean, it just doesn't reach the room. Because I've stayed here before in a middle room and it's been fine. But enough about the hotel. I'm sure you guys want to see more of Bangkok. So I do have a couple of things that I have learned that I didn't know before that I'm going to make in an upcoming video that I think you will like. Most of that being just the general quietness of Bangkok in low season. Right now, as I film this, it's the middle of June. It says it's going on the 3rd week of June, and this place has got a completely different vibe than it did the last time I was here. And I'm gonna make a video explaining how you can come here one year and it'll be one way, and you can come here another year and it could be completely different. I know that sounds very vague, but we'll go more into that later. So I hope I feel better. I hope you're having a good week, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody, don't forget that.